I'm Valia and I have some very good ones for you this time. Let's begin. Alright, phone users. I'm sorry, I have to admit that the music for this particular video was a wrong idea. It did go viral, however, for some reason. If you feel sorry for them, take them to your home, you stupid breech. You are too sensitive. Trust me, they are stronger than anybody else as long as you take, them, but no abuse. But this is normal for them, better than prostitution pussy. Have you ever thought about that? Talking about the Santorini donkeys, and it's obviously a local or a muleteer or someone from the area. Sorry, I have a cold. She's talking about donkeys. Then shows pictures of mules. Mules are very strong. So that's a general assumption of every equine abuser, that those animals are very strong. Horses, mules, donkeys. Wasting good food on useless, greedy puppies, so much food wasted. What about babies being aborted? They don't have a voice and you all are not speaking for them. Very, very sad. Okay, seriously, that's not the first comment. If this goes on, I'm going to start spamming pro-life videos talking about spaying and neutering and sterilization and puppy rescue. Everything is just whoa, but that music. I get those comments a lot. Seriously, you cannot call Beethoven's Ninth Symphony horrible music. You just can't. You cannot put those faces on Ode to Joy. Esos gatos son gays. Yes, listen, two male cats are friends, they're probably gays. A good tale, but the only thing I do not like is that someone gains the dog's trust, gets the dog attached, and then leaves him. This is an excellent way of interpreting the process of rescuing, fostering, and rehoming. Sorry. Zombie did this. Maybe. I've been to Greece. Everyone thinks this lady is doing a good job, but they fail to mention while she's looking after dogs, she walks by homeless women and children every day. So by her actions, we see she doesn't care about children, just dogs. There is 15,000 people homeless in Greece as of 2013. I'm sure the number a lot higher now. Hypocrite. First of all, no, there aren't so many homeless people in Greece. And apart from that, she's talking about Christina in Santorini, and there are definitely no homeless people in Santorini. Trust me on this one. Besides, this is animal rescue. Stop spamming! This one is again for the Santorini shelter. That huge pig she is petting is surely not unwanted. Many would like to cook it up. Donkeys were made to work, not sit on their thumbs in a refuge. There's always some do-gooder who wants to upset the apple cart. What does this mean? No one was made to work, actually. It's not a baby, it's a cat. What? Take those tassels off the poor mules' faces so it's not in their eyes. That would be a kind act. Shoot, just shorten them so they can see and not get poked in the eye when the wind blows. Okay, I'm sick and tired of people commenting when they know nothing about something. So if it's a rescue place, probably those things hanging on their face, in front of their face, they serve a purpose. They are called fly masks, and they are there because flies, actually, they go into the donkeys' and horses' eyes and they lay their eggs, and the eggs become larvae. And you get the story. The problem is not only overweight people. Fuck you! Mentioning fat people as your scapegoat is wrong. She didn't mention it, Christina. It's one of the things in that Santorini awareness campaign, and the overweight tourist is one of them, because there is a law that mentions that donkeys are supposed to carry only a very specific percentage of their weight. So this is the overweight tourist, and it's been in headlines and many articles. We still have human children dying in the world. Am I missing something? Yes. You're watching the wrong videos. Puppies are useless, greedy, unwanted garbage monsters. Let them starve, suffer and die, because when they grow up, they bite humans and children. Puppies and dogs are free food eating greedy monsters. This is someone who obviously lost something in that evolutionary journey that Homo sapiens and dogs shared, holding each other's hands for 30,000 years. This dog evidently wanted to be there. This is about Hachiko. He decided to stay there for his loyalty to his owner. It seems you are quite desperate to organize new attention and abduct Hachiko against his will. Every dog that is rescued is basically abducted because all strays want to stay there on the street. This is where they've decided to live. There's another one for Hachiko. Excuse me, this is not a rescue, it is essentially a kidnapping. Oh, he's Greek. If the dog wanted to come with you, he will come without any pressure. There's someone who knows nothing about rescuing, because in 90% of the cases, one of the most stressful situations for dogs, because they don't understand it. The sad eyes of the dog at the moment you take him from there testify to the truth. Dog doesn't want to leave. No, he wants to stay on the street and be run over by a car. And since you loved animals so much, why put them in the cage and in the luggage compartment in the car? For their safety. It is not a prisoner transfer. No, it is a safe transfer. And really, you had to come out of your country to do all this show to tell us what? We don't respect animals here in Greece. No, the dog had consciously chosen where he wanted to live. Yes, because there is one thing that dogs definitely have in all animals, and that is consciousness. Do you remember Hachiko movie? This movie seriously has destroyed a lot of poor dogs that were left abandoned somewhere in the spot just because people liked watching Richard Gere. They took the dog and the dog returns. Yes, and because I've seen it in a movie, I have to do it again in my hometown, so I get a movie for my hometown too. My hometown now deserves to have movie, not only Hachiko in Japan. With what you did, the dog will die because of affliction. You haven't learned yet from the movie and nature. I'm sorry and angry, you baptized the kidnapping as rescue. This is your civilization, barbarian! We have to call for an immediate change in the dictionaries and Wikipedia everywhere, because every rescue is basically a kidnapping, and we baptize the kidnappings rescue. That kitten should have been taken to a vet, checked for disease and dewormed. We don't take the animals to the vet. Never. The orphan vet, yeah, but you have zero problem wearing makeup and other cosmetic shit to doll you up. Many a creature died for your vanity. Let's not get all god-like here. Typical me, so vain. You could have used treats to win her trust in the first day. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but that really doesn't work with cats. In about 50 years, Greece will have no dogs. The German are stealing everything. They even want Acropolis, VAT tiger requirement, and the people that say no to German finally know. The Germans generally are thieves, and they steal a lot of dogs, also from Romania and Spain and Turkey. I think they're jealous because we have strays and they don't. Nah, 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 nah. Fake video. Jesus Christ. This is not a fake video. Read the description. It's very precise. Oh my god. The voice talking is kind of annoying. Sorry. You look like a very rich, fancy artist who doesn't even care she has that much money. Thank you. I always wanted to be an artist since I was a kid, and of course no kid ever dreamed about being, a poor artist that will be recognized after death. So if I look at least I've succeeded in something. You are quite an narrator, she means. Perhaps you should do a story of white genocide in South Africa, or maybe you could do a story about black men, black communist Africans attacking those in Spain or Portuguese, or someplace where it used to be normal. That would be great if you could tell us how black people rape and torture animals and destroy them, but you're such a great narrator that you probably don't take into consideration that white people shouldn't even have a right to the best unless it's you. Maybe you have a right to this year kitties and dogs and puppies and all that shit address the land, race. So I guess search it unlocked what's going to happen when they have nuclear war back in December 2019. What are you going to do? Are you going to blame?
Should we blame the government or blame society?
Or should we blame the images on TV?
No, blame Canada! Blame Canada! For their beady little eyes and flapping heads on all their lies. Blame Canada! Blame Canada! We need to form a full assault!
It's Canada's fault!
Don't blame me for my son Stan. He saw the darn cartoon and now he's off to join the clan. And my boy Eric once had my picture on his shelf, but now when I see him it tells me to fuck myself.
Well, blame Canada!